Welcome to Monday. It's the 21st of June. Welcome to the first official day of summer. Here on out, slowly at first, the days get shorter. But summer finally, at least officially on the way, although we've had plenty of summer here recently. But I tell you, today, folks, is going to be just what I call Chamber of Commerce type weather. Temperatures are going to be very pleasant, very comfortable. Most areas that across this region are going to have a lot of sun today. If you have clouds and showers this morning, they'll move out. Now, it's going to be great today. Gets hot again, then it gets cooler again. But overall, what we see is a more typical early summer pattern, at least for the next week or so. It's going to be nothing out of the ordinary. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to heat up again. After the great temperatures today, gets downright hot and dry again for Tuesday and Wednesday, but another frontal boundary comes in and we're going to cool off Thursday, but most noticeably Friday and Saturday. You know, Friday and Saturday, we could see highs just in the 70s again in many areas, especially east of the divide. Now, west of the divide, it's a different story. You're not going to be as cool, but the cool front will bring some showers and thunderstorms to both sides of the divide later in the week. Where it's going to be hot is the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest. Boy, I tell you, California, Washington, and Oregon and Idaho are going to bake later this week and into the weekend. That's where the heat's going to be, more into the far west and Pacific Northwest for this week. We'll have to see where that heat may go after that. Want to give everyone a heads up that the North Park Never Summer Rodeo in Walden, Colorado is coming up June 26th and 27th in Walden, Colorado. I tell you, folks, this is a great time. I have attended many Never Summer Rodeo weekends in Walden. I will tell you the number one best parade in Colorado is the North Park Never Summer Rodeo Parade coming up on Saturday. It's the best parade, bar none. Now let's take a look at what's coming weather-wise. High pressure is over the Intermountain West, but that northwest flow aloft is what we've got going on right now. That's why temperatures are so pleasant. But you see in the Four Corners area, the high pressure and the heat, those pink colors there, the heat getting pushed back down more into the desert states, and this cooler northwest flow will be with us today. But as we go into tomorrow, the high pressure expands, and the heat that's showing up here today, west of the divide, goes east of the divide tomorrow. But you can see temperatures relative to average along and east of this line are below average today. That's why temperatures are going to be so comfortable, so cool and hot. Look at that contrast to one side of the divide or other. Now, as we get into Wednesday, high pressure expands and moves more eastward, centered over Texas. This will draw a little bit of moisture up, and we will see late in the week some shower and thunderstorm activity begin to develop, even on the western slope. We might start to see a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. And then right here, it doesn't look like much. There's a little kink, but that is a system that's going to be slipping in like this as we get on into Thursday and Friday, another cool front. And that's going to bring some showers and thunderstorms. And there you can see it. It doesn't look like much here, but here you can see it's a pattern not unlike what we have today. So there's another frontal boundary coming in late Thursday into Friday and Saturday. That'll cool us off, suppress the high pressure, and you're going to get some shower and thunderstorm activity. But look what happens. This is by Saturday. By Saturday, we have this tongue of strong high pressure going all the way up into British Columbia, going into the western slope and into California. So it is just going to sizzle right here. So Boise and Portland and even Seattle and down into the central valleys of California, you're talking 90s and 100s, while east of the divide, the winds aloft are from the north. So west of the divide, it is going to bake. East of the divide, temperatures are going to stay somewhat moderate this weekend. These are temperatures by Saturday relative to average. So look at British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest. Woo! We're talking 30 degrees or more above average, and this is what temperatures will look like. And you can see east of the divide, it cools off. Look at the 100s going up into eastern Washington and Oregon. Look at the central valleys of California, the desert southwest. The heat right here will be extreme, while these are very moderate, very pleasant summer conditions coming this way this weekend in the Rockies and areas east of the divide. But even west of the divide, on the western slopes of Colorado and Wyoming, really not all that bad. Even Utah, not all that bad for this time of year. But back here, boy, if you want to find the heat, that's where it's going to be. Now, over the next 10 days, you can see some colors on the map. We are going to see some shower and thunderstorm activity developing at times. This is with that next frontal boundary coming on in up here, and then here and into here. You're going to get some shower and thunderstorm activity later in the week. And you can see even Utah, and there's even some green and gray on the western side of the divide. That's because some of that subtropical moisture begins to creep in around that high this weekend. Now, this is for next Wednesday, July 1st. Notice that the high pressure ridge is still locked up over Nevada, more towards California. This is where the heat's going to be. It's possible that there could be a shiftward eastward of the real extreme heat here into the Rockies and High Plains right around the 1st of July. So we may see the heat come back east of the divide here towards the middle of next week. We'll put a question mark on that, as this high pressure ridge may not be this intense. But if you want to know when it gets really hot again for an extended period of time in this area, it may be right around the 1st of July. But again, we'll take it with a grain of salt. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll update you throughout the week. Have yourself a great Monday, everybody. Enjoy today's pleasant temperatures. We'll see you tomorrow.